Yes! We're live! Hello everybody, what's up guys? Happy 8th anniversary to our beloved Little Nightmares. Happy anniversary 6, the birthday girl herself, and welcome, foolish mortals, to another live stream, the second one in a couple of days. Wild, I know. But I'm feeling it today. I'm in a good mood. Are you guys in a good mood? I'm in a good mood. I've had a productive day so far. Things have been pretty steady. I don't want to jinx it, touch wood, but I've had a pretty nice day so far. Productive, pleasant, all good. How is everybody? It's fantastic to see so many of you in the chat, chilling with me on a Monday evening of all things, because I know a lot of people have got things to do, and it is a little bit later than I normally stream. However, I thought 8 o'clock was fitting. Especially given the graphic that Bandai put out earlier on, don't you think? What's up, Lily the cat? 2 streams back to back. Why are we so lucky? I don't know if lucky's the right word. You haven't seen me rage just yet. Appleman, what's up? What's the hard to core? The hard to the core achievement is the hardest achievement in Little Nightmares 1, my brother. Dear Teeth is here before it starts. What's up? You're doing hard to the core too? Oh yeah, Lefty Bear, members in the building, we got big boys in the gear. Yes, you know it, how you doing? Yes, you should absolutely all try it too, because I want you all to suffer with me. Crazy YouTuber, what's up? Hello, Nate Productions, how you doing? Iris Moth says, make sure you start a new game loading for checkmate. Yeah, you're absolutely right, it won't count. I figured that out. I actually have the hard to the core achievement, so even if I do by some stretch of the imagination manage to get it today, it will not come up on my screen. But I can prove that I've already got it. I got it years ago. I actually got it by accident. I wasn't trying to. It just kind of happened when I was gathering footage for the game, and I accidentally played it really well. But again, like I say, that was years ago. I did attempt it the other day, and it was embarrassingly bad. So, but today we're a little bit more for it. What's up, Altac? Bloodcore, still working on getting the hard to the core. Don't worry, apparently so 60% of the people that voted on the poll. It is not as easy as it sounds. What's up, Steph? How you doing? I know you've got a theory. I know Steph has got a theory, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Also, thank you so much for your fan art, Steph. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool. And really nice of you to honor the 8th anniversary of Little Nightmares with it as well. You too, Heaven, actually. I think I just responded to your email earlier on. What's up? And thank you so much for your fan art as well. I very much appreciated it. Ooh, idiotic bookworm, hello, welcome. I didn't get to talk to you much last time you were in chat. Kit Kat Catsy, hello Catsy, how you doing? I got to tune into your stream on my break at work earlier on. It was really fun, chilling out with some Pokemon. Took me way back. I reminisced on when I was actually good at Pokemon, and I played the game and I won a competition, and I won a Mew. And they traded me a Mew, and I also won an Ancient Mew card. For those of you that don't know what that is, it was like one of the rarest cards in existence. It was like plated in actual 18 karat gold. It was crazy. And it was worth a fortune, and you can get them on eBay now. Well, you can get loads of clones of them on eBay now, but there was like a very, very limited few that actually came out, like legitimate ones back in the day, and they're worth thousands, like tens of thousands of pounds now. I think I saw one on eBay a couple of months ago for like 80 grand. It's crazy. There is an 8. The 8 is a clock. Altac, thank you so much. Big W's in the chat for Altac. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the dono, my friend. Really, really good start to the day. You guys are so good. You make me so happy. Dear Teeth is in a sadistic mood. Yeah, Step, I noticed the eyeball in the bottom as well. In fact, we might have to have a little look over that graphic soon. What do you say, guys? Shall we have a little look at that graphic at some point? Later, I mean, because today's stream isn't just about me talking to you guys. I am obviously going to, because there's a whole bunch of you here right now, and I don't want to be rude. But I know most of you are here to see me suffer, so we will fire up the game before long. But for now, I just want to say hello to everybody. Cloudy J, hello and welcome back. It's great to see you back in the stream. Glad I didn't scare you away too much last time. Alison29, hello there, sweetheart. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. After your little jump scare just now. Mutter Steak, hello, welcome back. Watch Fipsy's new vid? I did. I already watched it and I was intrigued. Heaven says, yesterday I was playing Little Nightmares 2 in front of my 4-year-old brother and he legit had cuteness aggression when he saw Mono, especially when I made Mono talk. He said, I love Mono. That's so sweet. No. It is really cute when Mono talks as well. Dr. Chaos bros the game theory of Little Nightmares. That actually means the world to me. Thank you so much. That really hit home, that. What a compliment. Thank you, Dr. Chaos. That's very much appreciated. Huge compliment, that. Yo, what's up, Ghoul Games? How you doing? We've got members in the building. How's it going, Ghoul? It's great to see you. I saw that you got a shout out in Fipsy's video just now as well. Sorry if that was a spoiler and you haven't seen it already, but yeah, if you haven't already seen Fipsy-B2's video, you should watch it after my stream. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave me. Don't abandon me to my tears. So glad I'm able to join your stream today. Support is important. Yeah, absolutely, you know. Tell me about it. Support is very important, and that's what this community is all about. We're all about supporting each other, showing the love, and keeping the franchise alive while we're waiting for whatever's cooking beneath the waves to simmer. Altac, my brother, bro, you're gonna go broke. Keep donating to me. Thank you so much. Honestly, my brother, I really appreciate it, but one is enough. Another one for you, champ. You deserve it. Bro, I haven't done anything yet. But it's very much appreciated, Altac. Thank you so much, dude. Really kind of you. Also, you're cheating as well because you've got 2 on that target, and I'll have to commit to a forfeit if I get the date wrong, and I know I will because I have absolutely no idea when the game's going to release. I've got some theories upstairs, but I don't want to like commit to anything just yet. But I will for the right price. Yes, Altac. Well done, my brother. Thank you so much. This might be an intense live stream. Crazy YouTuber, it's going to be a rage-inducing live stream because I do not do very well with challenge. I like chill and calm. I don't like rage and rush and panic and stress. That's for the notorious base to worry about. What's up, Grape? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Remember you talking about Emuka? I did, and I sold it. I sold all of my Pokemon cards for what at the time was a lot of money. So but I do regret it now because I sold a lot of my Pokemon cards and I made a lot of money out of it. But it was a lot of money back then, and I was desperate at the time when I sold them. And now looking back on it, I could have had so much more. But hindsight's 20/20, right? Dear Teeth, I've never really read the Little Nightmares anniversary post, but I will. You should, and you should check out the graphic as well. What's up, KR? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, everybody. There's so many of you guys on a Monday. I expected this to be like a dead zone stream because I thought it'd be really quiet, especially considering I just did one, and you're probably sick of hearing me talk because once a month is generally enough. And it was only like 2 days ago. Alison, look at you! Oh, you guys are so kind. Look at all the love. Alison29 in the chat with a dono. A nice little $5 for me as well. Thank you so much. Oh, that's really sweet of you. You shouldn't have done that, though, because I know you, personally, in real life. Stop it. You're questionable. Can you do this challenge blindfolded? Oh, the notorious base, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of challenge runners, this guy is an absolute legend. Check the link in my description below if you want to see a real challenge runner. Not a Little Nightmares, mind you. I'm better at Little Nightmares than he is. But he will absolutely trounce me at anything Resident Evil. I am not even remotely close to this guy, but we do have something coming up that you might be interested in. Collaboration. What? Sorry, what? Oh my days, Grape, thank you so much. I'm putting little love hearts on all of these. I'm actually like semi-keeping up with chat. Thank you so much, Grape. That's really kind of you. You didn't have to do that. Hey, we're only actually one dono away from you actually committing to something. Oh my god, I should have made it bigger. I knew I should have made it bigger. Whoops. Whelp. We're all flooding in today's stream. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, Notorious Base, I don't even know if I can do this challenge when I am fully engrossed in it, but if it was a Mortal Kombat challenge, I would entertain that, because I've done plenty of Mortal Kombat challenges blindfolded, but I had an advantage with that. What's up, Maya? Welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome in. Glad you can make it. Also, Notorious Bass is here. Be sure to say hi. I love it when people who know each other come to my chat and they're like, oh my god, it's you! Oh my god, it's you! It's really cool to see so many of you guys that all know each other now. Just GKS is in the building. What's up? How you doing, my brother? It's great to see you. Wait, Dr. Chaos said something I wanted to read. Where was that? Dr. Chaos says, I bought/beaten Little Nightmares 1 and 2 and all the DLCs on PC and Xbox. What would you say is the best platform to play on? I like playing on PC because my PC is an absolute unit. It's really good. I saved up loads of money for it. And I basically bought a load of like state-of-the-art equipment so that I can play all games at like the maximum capacity, so that not only do I get the best experience, but so do my viewers. That would be you guys. And I just like the fact that I can stick all of the settings on the absolute max. I can utilize my Razer Raiju Ultimate controller, which is the, like, solid, no joke, this is the best controller in existence. It wants to be for the price of the thing, but this thing is, like, absolutely incredible. So I'm able to use this, so I can't blame the technology. I can't be like, oh, my controller sucks. It doesn't. I literally can't buy a better one. Nobody can, except maybe NASA. A supercalifragilistic stream already. Altac is in the building with a membership as well. Altac is overdoing it today. Oh, we're gonna have to flex it. Give it a flex on there, Altac. Let me see some biceps in the chat. What's up? What a good start to the day, guys. You guys are legends. Yeah, look at the green up in here. Altac, by the way, guys, don't worry, I can afford it. So, yeah, don't worry about Altac. Altac's got Ferrari money. All is well. All is well with the... Cloudy J just topped us off. 1 second, I don't want to skip too much right away. I love your trademark jug of Coke with a twisty red white straw. You drink every stream. I know, right? Well, the thing is, right? The reason I have this is because this is my secret weapon for my diet, because I'm on like a hyper restrictive calorie deficit in order to like get myself in shape. But I love sugar, and I particularly love cherry cola. But there's so many calories in it that it hurts my gains. This is Cherry Coke Zero, and the shop over the road buys it in for me special. There's 0 calories in it. It's still not really that healthy for you. I should be drinking water, but when I'm live, I need a bit of a boost, something to look forward to. And this is my big jug. It's my signature jug. And I always fill it like all the way to the top for 2 reasons. Number 1, so that it'll last the whole stream. And number 2, so I don't have to keep going up and down stairs to refill it. Oh, Tomato Man, what's up? Hello. The hawk is a weevil. I'm missing stuff here. We should all give ourselves a timer just in case. Yeah, I'm hoping somebody in the chat will time me when I actually get down to this. And also, I am going to love Cloudy J's comment right here, because this little donation right here from Cloudy J, which is very gratefully received, by the way, has forced me to commit. I said, if this goal was achieved, I would lock in a guess at a Little Nightmares 3 release date and commit to a forfeit if I'm wrong. And now I have to, don't I? So, let's just get out of there, mate. Don't just obscured my chat for a second. So thank you all so much for your generous donations. I massively appreciate each and every one of them. Feel free to keep going with those, because they motivate me to no end. But and they all do go to a good cause as well. It's not just me saying, give me all your money. They go to a good cause, I promise you. I won't get into it because it'll make me sad to talk about. And today is not about being sad. Today is a positive stream. I did say that I will commit, but first I want you guys to come up with my consequence. If I'm wrong, and there is like a 99% chance I will be, because I'm going to guess an exact release date, and if I'm wrong, I'm going to have to do something as a forfeit. So I'll let you guys pick what it is. What do you think? Let's hear some suggestions in the chat before I start committing to anything. And thank you, Cloudy J, for wrapping that up for us and polishing off our goal. Really well done, guys. Thank you to everybody that just donated as well. That's really kind of each and every one of you. I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel so positive today. What a motivator. Massive W's in the chat. Massive biceps in the chat. We love it. Cat in the Lemon. Yes, I do remember you, Cat in the Lemon. In fact, I got to your comment really late last time when you were in the last stream. And I didn't see you for a little while, but I was actually watching back some of my old streams, just checking for comments and stuff like that, and just to see how I've progressed as a streamer, see if I'm doing better, see if I'm doing worse, weighing up myself, you know, doing a bit of self-criticizing. And I happened across a couple of your comments, and I was reading them as it came up. So yes, I do remember you. All right, Gemini, you're going to try to speedrun it again. Kinda, yeah, because the Hard to the Core achievement is only available if I've already got it. So if I do manage to do it, it won't come up. But you have to complete the game in under an hour, and you cannot die at all. Full stop. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do today. Trying being the operative word. There is no guarantee. I am limited to time because I do have work to do tonight that I have committed to. You don't get to drink your drink for the next month. No! No! Captain 11, don't take this away from me! This is the only good, this is the only happiness I have. It's not, that was bull. I have a lot of things to be grateful for. But when it comes to my diet, it's really strict, like really strict. The calorie deficit is very, very low. Because I'm trying to like shred and get like cut for summer. Ideally by June I want to be absolutely ripped, and as it stands I'm not. So but I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Watching Base RE3 on Xbox One. Nice. I like how you're tag teaming me and Base. Step thinks August 7th. Little Nightmares 3 release month is Supervisor Ember. Supervisor Ember. God, Ice Bucket. I know that's been coming back around again. I actually seen a lot of people do it. I will actually do an Ice Bucket challenge if that's what you guys want to see me do. I'll get some big heavy guy to throw ice all over me, just in case I go wild, and then he can just like bear hug me until I calm down. Rip Gemini as canon. I hope so. Well, hopefully by June, shredded Gemini will actually be canon. Cartwheel on a trampoline. I could do that. But I was a gymnast for a little while, so I've got hacks. Like, I can do backflips and stuff. I know everybody says, oh yeah, I'm a gymnast. I actually was. I did it for years. So like if you put me on a trampoline, I could do some pretty cool stuff. Eat a hat, says Altac. Unbelievable. Name reveal. My name is Gemini. That's all you need to know. I am Gemini. I am many. I am Legion. Little Nightmares is going to release on April 28th. There's a lot of dates out here. 28th is coming up a lot. First name, I don't know. Well, I will. It'll be at the end of the stream when I do it, anyways. So you guys will get to see. So you've got plenty of time to come up with whatever my forfeit is going to be. You're welcome. Your streams always have me in a good mood. I appreciate you in the chat. Thank you so much, Cloudy J. Massive W's for you and massive biceps for you as well. Huge, huge win for you today. And I'm really glad that I'm able to bring you a smile, because that's what these streams are all about, really. It's the main focus of these streams is to build the community and to make people happy. And the fact that I get to do both of those things simultaneously and enjoy doing it is just a huge bonus to me. So massive wins all around. You have to wait a month to play Little Nightmares 3. Yeah, I know, right? I know. If that's my forfeit, I'll just quit. I'll give you all your money back if that's the forfeit. I'll be like, no, take the money back. I don't want. If Gemini gets the right date, he works for Bandai. Trust. Gemini works for Bandai's canon. Funnily enough, I actually spoke to Ronnie Adler the other day. I thought that was really funny, because it was like it's become a thing where I'll like message Lonnie regular, well, not semi-regularly, and just be like, hey, it's me again. He actually knows who I am, kinda. He probably thinks, oh, this guy. Exciting, nice. Little Nightmares aka Super Massacre is going to collab with you, Gem. That's my well, that would be awesome. Like that would be absolutely awesome if they did. I definitely don't see that happening though. I am far too small to elicit their attention, I believe. I'm not just jawed. But thank you. It would be really dope if it could. Speaking of collaborations, there's something else that I wanted to ask you guys. if by chance I was to do a live stream and I did do a collaboration, number one, would you like to see me collaborate with the legend of the Little Nightmares community and the theorist, like the guy who inspired me to become a Little Nightmares theorist, Just Jord? Would you like to see me collaborate with It's Just Jord? And if so, what would you like to see us do together? Throw me a couple of ideas, because it's something that I would really like to approach Jord with. I might have already talked to him, you never know. But I'd really like you guys to get something out of it, because obviously it would be a pleasure and an honour for me, regardless. I'd literally just sit there and listen to him talk. I'd be like, Jord's sitting here talking to me. Jord is so above it as well. He's just like, bro, it's just me. I don't care. I'm like, oh my god, it's just Jord. And he's like, yeah, exactly, it's just Jord. Chill. Jord doesn't care. Not a single solitary F was given by that man. How to achieve Gemini's physique. Cherry cola. Cherry cola and a lot of weightlifting. I have the gamer physique. Asfera-chan, what's up? Hello there. Konnichiwa. Rihanna Tedro, joining the chat and instantly seeing Gemini stroking some mysterious... Wait, no, the chat... Stop, I was reading. Stroking some mysterious picture of black liquid was not what I expected when I decided to watch this. Yeah, I'm so sorry you were subjected to that. Hey, it beats how I was greeted by Kit Kat Katsy in her stream earlier on, though. I won't repeat what she said just in case I get demonetized. Chimata man, we should bring back the 1 frame per stream. No! The Suspus, what's up, bro? What's up, Suspus? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing okay today. And I hope my noisy voice isn't putting you off. Also, speaking of my noise, is my voice too loud? Like, am I being too loud? Is my microphone too sensitive? You should be able to hear the OST by Tobias Lillier, the Little Nightmares soundtrack playing in the background to create a bit of ambience, so you're not just subjected to my dulcet tones, which is my voice and my face, for the majority of this stream. But just let me know if the audio's equalised and comfortable, because I cannot hear it. Because if I could, it would bleed into the microphone, you guys would get an echo, and it would be a subpar viewing experience, and we're not about that. Play Little Nightmares 3 together, that would be dope. That would be dope. Maybe someday that'll happen. But I do understand that Jord and I both intend to play it by ourselves before we do any kind of collaboration on it. So I'm going to be doing a playthrough as low, a playthrough as alone, and then I'll probably do a collaboration with somebody. Potentially just Jord, if the man's got time. Collab with just Jord. Yeah, a lot of people like this idea. Yeah. Tell Jord! Somebody tell Jord! You guys let Jord know, because it's alright me saying that. I'll go to Jord and I'll be like, Jord, I think this is a good idea, and he'll be like, But if everybody goes on it, I know. In fact, I'm doing the wrong thing here, because like you guys are all going to go in and he's going to be like, why did you send your chat to spam me? Moron. Yeah, so like don't bother the man. But if you happen to spot just Jord, like let him know. Let him know that you want to see me and him collab, because it would be an honour. Help with that too if you like Gem. I'd always appreciate your help, Katsy. Always. A super massive yeah, I agree, Step. I thought Jord would go with Mike, and that would be fine if he did, and I fully expect him to. In fact, I do think that's already a thing that Jord is established. I don't know it for 100% certainty, but it would just make sense, wouldn't it? And if it did, that's totally fine. There is absolutely no pressure. Nobody has to collaborate with me. In fact, I very, very rarely collab. It's super rare that I do, and I have to know somebody really personally before I agree to it, even if they are considerably bigger than I am. So it's not something where I like expect to collab, and nor is it something I actively seek out. It's just something that I see come up in a lot of my chats and a lot of my comments, and a lot of people liken me to Just Jord, and with good reason, because I was inspired by him. I in fact try to emulate his style. I put my own flair on it, but this is ultimately his subject, right? Sounds good. Excellent. I'm glad. Runaway Cobra, what's up? What is that black and white top? It looks cool. Oh, so I've got a bunch of different like tops. They're all just like Everyone says, "Oh, why do you always wear the same clothes?" I don't. I've just got loads of the same clothes. So it's just this design. The whole like yin and yang, black and white duality thing. It's sort of a part of my whole shtick. You guys will have seen it before in this, because I wear this one quite a lot as well. Like, this is my official Gemini merch. It's not merch, but this is like my official Gemini uniform, and it's all, you know, like red and blue, black and white. The lights are the same, you know, the lights in the background, and even my aurora, I've got like a red and blue aurora. It's sort of like the whole duality aspect is something that just see imagination. Yeah, this top is it's just part of the Gemini uniform. This isn't the kind of thing I wear typically on a day-to-day basis. In fact, if you were to catch me out in the street, I'd usually be wearing like a winter coat because I'm pale. And I have very sensitive skin, and if I spend any remote amount of time in the sun, I burn. Like, I immediately burst into flame. It sucks. Gemini ASMR, hardly. Oh, could you imagine that? Me. That would be horrible. I can't wait to listen to that back. Jesus wept. You're going to play Little Nightmares 3 alone or with someone? Maya, I'm going to play it alone at first. I will eventually play it with someone because there's such huge emphasis on the multiplayer aspect. So I think it would be foolish of me not to at least play it once with somebody. But I want to do it the first time on my own so that I am fully immersed in the experience without being distracted by laughing with somebody, which I inevitably will. Volume's good, thank you, Alison, I appreciate that. Which Little Nightmares chapter is best? I personally like the school in Little Nightmares 2. That's my personal favourite. I love the school, I love the teacher. It's my favourite. It's just amazing. Every part of it, it's like, it's frightening, it's relatable, it's heartwarming, it's heartbreaking, it's so much. Like, there's so much going on in the school, and I relate to it really, really well because, like I say, Little Nightmares in its entirety plays on your childhood fears, and some people find the school really, really terrifying if they had a very negative experience with school in their real life, like I did. Some people don't even know why the school is there. They think the teacher is really like off, you know, she's just like, she doesn't belong here, she's not scary, because those people weren't afraid of school. They might think the doctor though is absolutely petrifying because hospitals are notoriously frightening and they're a, you know, a scary place to be. I've had mostly positive experiences in hospital because usually when I go into a hospital I come out better than I went in, you know. Kind of like the patients, sort of. What's up, Abyss? Hello! Hey, you're not late at all, don't worry about it. Honestly, I've been streaming for like half an hour and I haven't even started the challenge because I'm having so much fun talking to you guys. Honestly, yeah, I put the challenge in because I'm like, we're going to celebrate Little Nightmares 1's 8th anniversary, which is exactly what we're doing, with an attempt or two at the Hard to the Core achievement. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll get it, but I am going to guarantee that I will try. But I was also expecting, because it's a Monday evening, that it would be like really quiet in the chat. And I thought, well, since I won't have to focus so much on the chat, I won't feel too bad about like ignoring most of you, because that's what I'll be doing. When I won't close the chat, but I'll have to move it. And obviously, if I'm doing the challenge, I'm going to be primarily focused on that. And it's not like I can just stop, read chat, because you know how long I take when I read. And there's a lot of you guys as well, and I'd hate to be so ignorant as to not respond to you guys. So, yeah, so I am going to attempt the challenge, but I obviously want to have a good chat with you guys first. Colonel X, what are you most looking forward to in Little Nightmares 3? Honestly, the Candy Factory. But I'm very excited to hear about the fun fair, like the circus area, because we don't know a lot about that yet. But the Candy Factory had just stuck with me since day one, and I think it's mostly, and I'm biased because my first ever theory video was the Candyland theory, where I predicted there would be a candy factory in Little Nightmares 3 before it was announced, like before it was a thing. And then when Bandai actually, well, it was yeah, it was Bandai that confirmed that it was a candy factory, and then the supervisor, and I sort of predicted like 90% of it, and I was right, and it made me feel really good. So I'm sort of like intrinsically linked to the candy factory. Like I see it in other people's comment sections as well, like in Super Horror Bro Mike's, in Just Jords, in Terrico's, you know, like way bigger YouTubers. And when they talk about the candy factory, they're like, Gemini called it, and I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah, it makes me feel validated. So, yeah, I'm super excited for that, for the Candy Factory. But I really want to know what's going on with the fun fair, because I feel like that there's a reason they've held off on that. I think it's more important than they're letting on. Yep, GKS, I couldn't agree more. Idiotic Bookworm is right, exactly. There are tons of Little Nightmares creators that deserve so much more attention, like the Overman, Indie Explorer, both fantastic creators. Planet Drupiter as well has come up with some really awesome stuff. He's got an exceptional setup as well, and a fantastic voice. Really nice voice. Yeah, I watched some of the Overman's videos recently, and they are peak. Overman is extremely talented. Same, I love the school. Yeah, absolutely. Hope you don't mind a bit of advertising. Some friends of mine are making a Roblox game and they released a trailer. Do you mind if I say? No, absolutely. By all means, you feel free to do that, Abyss. I can't guarantee that it'll show up in the chat because I don't know what like the YouTube live chat's restrictions are like when it comes to putting links in and stuff. But feel free, you know, if you've got content and stuff like that you want to advertise and things like that. I'm not saying like flood the comments with adverts or whatever, but if you want to share some of your content with us, by all means do. It's not going to be something I'm getting to today because, like I say, today is committed to this challenge and celebrating Little Nightmares 1 and recognising the 8th anniversary and so on. But again, like I say, I watch these back. And it will be something that comes up. So if it is something that you want to share with us, please feel free to do so. The Lair is my favourite chapter. I like The Lair as well. It's really, it's sort of like where it all began, isn't it? Or at least that's kind of the way I think of it. School was fun, but it's so overrated. Do you think so? I thought it was underrated. I felt like not as many people appreciated it as much as I did. Carnival masks and hats are pretty obvious to think of like a unicorn mask. Yep. GKS's supervisor video was absolute peak. Really good. Another exceptional creator. It's an honour to have you in the chat as well. In fact, a lot of you guys are. Yeah, Step, I actually got around to watching that as well. That music, I have never actually heard that music before, but it was dope. I was sort of like bobbing along. I thought it was really hardcore. It actually inspired me a little bit. I thought about making an edit myself in reciprocation to yours and like making a short video and like sort of tagging you and firing it back at you because I thought you might appreciate that. Hospital's your favourite, Maya. Yeah, good choice. Candy Theory was when I was first introduced to your channel. Nice one. Oh, thank you so much, Colonel X. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and that shows that you're an OG fan of this as well, because that, like I say, that was my first ever attempt at Little Nightmares Theory, full stop. I did lots of research. I worked super hard on it. I work really hard on all of them, don't get me wrong, but that one, I think it just felt harder because it was the first time I'd ever tried. Like the first time I'd ever attempted anything like this, so I had zero experience going into that. So to know that I did so well with that one straight off the bat was hugely motivational for me. And it was a part where a lot of you guys were introduced to me, yourself being one of them, Colonel, actually. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a lot of stream delay? No, it's just because I don't have a lot of stream delay. I only have like 10 seconds stream delay or something like that. The problem is that I try to answer most of my chat personally, so I'll try and like read every single comment that comes through and address it because I like you guys a lot and I have a lot of respect for you and I like to connect with you. And something that resonated with me was a speech that Markiplier gave a long time ago. Markiplier is like one of the most famous YouTubers on earth. I'm sure everyone knows who he is. He's got like the better part of 40 million subs. He's like the OG gamer. He's right up there with Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, I suppose, and all the rest of them. But Markiplier said in one of his videos, because he cried, he was really upset. And it was because he was celebrating like 6 million subscribers and his subscribers made him a video, you know, saying thank you so much, you changed my life. And it was just going through thousands and thousands of people holding up signs saying we love you, Mark, you know, thank you for everything. And he got upset, not because it was like emotionally moving, because it was, but he was upset about the fact that he literally does not have enough time left in the rest of his life to meet these people and speak to them and connect with them. If he was to spend 1 minute with every single one of his subscribers, he would die of old age before he got to the end of that line. And that really hit me, because I'm like, I recognize that my channel's growing and there's like 40 of you guys in the chat now, and it's wonderful. And don't get me wrong, I don't want the growth to stop. I want to expand my reach. I want to be engaging. I want more people to see what I do and enjoy it. But the negative side to that is the fact that there's 40 of you in the chat and I can barely keep up. What if there was 80? What if there was 100, 200, 1,000 of you? It would be amazing, but I wouldn't be able to keep up. And I would hate for people to think that I just don't care about my audience and I don't respect you enough to listen to what you have to say, take in your comments, recognize them and read them, and then give you a thoughtful response. So I try to show each and every one of you the respect you deserve as my foundational audience while I can. Because a day might come when I just physically can't, and I would hate for you, especially for you guys who support me now when I'm nobody, to not, you know, to think that I've grown beyond it and I'm just like, I don't care about these people anymore. I've got so many subscribers, because I do. But the reason I'm so far behind on chat is because when you're trying to read every single comment and address it, that takes time. And the whole time I'm talking and addressing those comments thoughtfully, more and more and more are coming through. And you guys outnumber me 40-1 at the moment. And that number goes up all the time. So yeah, I do apologise if I'm a little bit behind, and and it seems like I'm taking ages. I promise I'm not ignoring you, and I promise I'm not intentionally delaying anything. I'm just trying to be respectful to everyone that's here supporting me, because I very much value it. That's all. By the way, the final level in Silent Hill 1 is called Nowhere. How fitting. I like that a lot. Ghoul Games is, yes, Tomato Man said it exactly. Yeah, I read the whole chat. Most anticipated chapter is the carnival. Yeah, I can see why, Ghoul. I can absolutely see why. There's no way there's only 3 locations. Yeah, there'll definitely be more. 100% there'll be more. And I am enthused to find out what they are. Newest Overman short film was Appleman. The Hanging Man one was absolutely dope. Massively underrated creator is the Overman. Overman has done some spectacular work. I really hope that he gets some more recognition. I've no doubt he will, because some of the responses to his work have been absolutely 5-star, as they should be. He deserves each and every one of them. He's a very, very talented person. Unsurprisingly, my favourite chapter is the depths. I can see that, Abyss. Yeah. I remember in your low DLC you asked us when we think Mono was switched, and I think I know when it was. I think it was when he was inside the broken TV, as that's when number 2 starts. Is that what you think? You might be right, Catsy. You might be wrong also, but you could be right. I'm glad you're thinking about it though, because the reason I throw those questions in there is because I want to ask like thought-provoking questions and have you guys really really question some of the lore and some of the logic and some of my thinking as well, because I will invite you guys to question me, to critique me, to point out stuff that I might have missed, because I don't take offense to it. I never would. You know, if you guys are saying, like, I've had it before where I made an entire theory video dedicated to the dialect visible in Little Nightmares universe, and I went into huge detail about none of the text is legible. You can't read any of it. I tried to decipher it. I hired a team of decryptors to decode the wording for me and everything like that. There was so much work that went into it, only for one comment to turn around and say, well, actually, you're wrong, because you can, the wording on the soap in Little Nightmares 1 is legible and it's written in English. And I was like, you're right. And they were right, because but the thing is, it sucked that they were right, because it completely debunked my theory. It pretty much like upheaved the entire thing. But they were not wrong. That person was absolutely right to point that out, because otherwise because I went in there with confidence saying, I am sure that I'm right about this, and I wasn't. And if that person hadn't called that out, how would I know? And I would never have known moving forwards. I would have referenced that old theory and committed to that confidence of being, yeah, definitely I know this because of this, and this links to this, links to this, links to this because of X, Y, and Z that I've already communicated in my old theory video. But I was wrong. And imagine how much worse I would be at this if I didn't accept that person's critique. It's important to recognize your shortcomings and your flaws, especially when you're trying to create something that people resonate with and people enjoy. And if I'm not prepared to listen to my audience, especially when they're right, then I just suck as a creator, don't I? You should make a summary of Little Nightmares. I have considered that, Dr. Chaos. I absolutely have considered that. It's something that I thought about for a little while, but I kind of want to wait until Little Nightmares 3 comes out before I commit to a summary. Gotta go now. Good luck with the challenge. Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't even get to see me play, Colonel. But you can catch the VOD though, hopefully. And if I do manage to achieve it, I will upload it in a separate video as well. So don't worry too much about that. Excellent. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. What's up, potatoes? Gemini did notice the low mask. One of his eyes is closed. Like they're trying to say he has one eye to see with, like the baby monster. Yeah, that's curious, isn't it? Yeah, really curious. I thought that was more to simulate the fact that he'll like close one eye for his bow, because they sort of like aim with one eye to reduce the depth of field or something like that. But that's actually well recognized. I didn't actually link the monster baby only having one eye and Lo only having one eye. That's curious, actually. I like that. That's thought-provoking, Maya. Well done. Good observation. It's confirmed that there are 5 locations. I think Tomato Man's right. I think that somewhere down the line they did. Don't quote me on that, because like I say, I like to substantiate what I say in these streams with evidence, and that evidence I don't have to hand right now. So forgive me if that is wrong, but I don't think it is. I think Tomato Man is right. I'm pretty sure they've confirmed there's 5 locations in the game. 100% engaging with everyone in chat's a big thing for me. Yeah, absolutely, and it should be. It absolutely should be. Put in this chat, 62% of you guys do not have the achievement. A surprising amount of you do, though, so there's some actually really good players in the chat right now. Jem, can I send you my favourite edit that I made? You can send me whatever you like, Steph. Feel free to send me send me your edit if you want. Like I say, I'm going to be committed to this stream for the moment, so it's not something I'll be checking out on stream, but it's definitely something that I'll be watching in my free time. Also, thank you for introducing me to the weapons trailer. I watched it a couple of times after you suggested it, and it looks dope. Like, I'm so excited for that now. I really, really want to know what that's about. It's very curious. As I join in sometimes with Nintendo or someone like that, many people show up in the streams, but because so many comments come through, they only acknowledge your donation. Yeah, this is the thing. It might actually get to a point where, because Markiplier, he literally has members-only chat, and his members-only chat still has like 14,000 people in it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous and physically impossible to keep up. So out of them he just cherry picks. He'll just like glance across and they'll pick one at random that catches his eye. And his chat moves at the speed of light as well, so it's like there's no way he could read them all. He literally wouldn't have time. I am fortunately in a position where I'm just about on that level, where I can keep up to a reasonable enough degree where you guys don't feel ignored. What did Potato say? You said something kind. Yeah, Jem, do you still experience sleep paralysis? As I watched that video a few days ago. Yes, I do, Potatoes. I experience sleep paralysis very frequently. I actually have a hospital appointment in... Well, it's a specialist doctor's appointment. It's not a hospital appointment necessarily. It's a specialist doctor's appointment in 3 weeks' time. In the middle of May. Middle of May, beginning of June, I'm going to be under observation, getting tested for some neurological study, where they're going to basically attach a bunch of electrodes to my head, watch me sleep and see what lights up, and see if they can pinpoint why it happens so frequently to me. And thank you for your concern. I really appreciate that. And yeah, it's something that I've like come to terms with. It sucks because it's still scary for some reason. It doesn't get less scary the more it happens, but it is what it is. Anyway. Did you see there were low and alone plushies? Yes, I did, and I'm buying them. Unless somebody wants to buy them for me, because that would be nice. Lately, I saw a theory video that Shoe Monster is in 6's fantasy because the Hideaway DLC is C6 but not the monster. I think I saw that one. Who was it? I've forgotten the name because I think I left a comment on that video as well. It was a very small YouTuber and it was their first ever theory video and I thought it was very good. I thought it was really admirable, but I can't remember the name of the creator now. If you can remember it, please feel free to name drop them because I felt like that was seriously underrated. Cat and Lemon says it is not officially confirmed that there are 5 chapters. Interesting. See, I thought that it had been said, but I didn't know if it was officially confirmed. So I am not sure on that. But yeah, I don't think anything is 100% set in stone until the game is released anyway. So we'll see when we see. We can speculate still. Either 5 or 6, since an article did state 6, but how trustworthy are those articles? Yeah, I know, right? The amount of articles that come up claiming to know the release date and things like that, or like have secrets about like releases and stuff upcoming, they're talking garbage. The truth is that nobody knows anything. Like most of the developers don't know exactly what's going on, and they keep it ambiguous on that level for a start. I honestly believe that if you were to walk around the Bandai Namco studio and talk to each and every member of the Little Nightmares team, their interpretations of the Little Nightmares franchise would be as unique and individual as ours are. Obviously, they would know a little bit more about it from a development standpoint, but I genuinely feel like they are kept in the dark about a lot more than we think they are. I don't think that being a member of their studio allows them to know everything. In fact, I can say with 100% certainty that that's a thing, because It's Just Jord worked with Bandai and Lonnie Nadler when they were making the Sounds of Nightmares, and they gave him like a Bible, like a law Bible kind of thing, and they gave him, these are the things you can do, these are the things you can change, these are the things you can't change, and this is what, so he knew a lot of stuff in advance, but he didn't know everything, not even remotely close to everything, and Jord literally worked with the company. He wrote episode 5, A Deluge of the Inevitable. It was incredible, really, really good, one of my favourite episodes, if not my favourite episode, but maybe I'm a little bit biased. But he doesn't know everything. Not even remotely close, because they don't reveal that sort of thing. And the impression Jord got from the group that he was working with was that nobody actually knows everything. I've watched interviews with Dave Mervick from Tarsier Studios, who was one of the creative developers, I think, creative producer. He was like one of the big bosses of the project anyway, like project managers. And even he does not know everything. And he'll openly admit that in interviews. They'll ask him, what can you tell us about this? And he'll be like, I don't know. That's not up to me. That's up to the art department. That's not up to me. That's up to the atmosphere department. Things like that. So I don't think anybody really knows. Where do you buy the low and alone plushies? I don't know, actually. I don't know just yet. Sounds of Gemini, but it's just snoring. It pretty much would be, because when I'm not on stream, that's pretty much all I do. That and I yell at myself. Well, I yell at the other guy, but he yells at me first. Help! I love how people who work for Little Nightmares don't even know what it's about. Yeah, exactly. That's it, Genuinely Horrified. That was the one. The channel is called Genuinely Horrified. She's only released the one video that I've seen so far, but I thought it was very, very good, and I was really, really impressed, and I felt obliged to leave a comment on it because I thought she did a really good job, made some really good observations, and she left some great speculation and opened herself up and put it online. So if you guys haven't, or if you just pop over to the channel, maybe watch that video after my stream. Don't leave. But if you do want to pop over to that channel, the name is Genuinely Horrified, spelled exactly like that. Yeah, please feel free to go over there, give her a sub, like the video, check it out, and let her know what you think, because I personally thought it was very, very good indeed. Gemini, I got a problem with the loop. If some of the monsters die, how do our characters meet them over and over, and how do they not remember them? Maybe they do. Maybe they do remember them. Maybe every time we wake up in the dream, because obviously every time you get caught by a monster, you die. But then your character just wakes up at a checkpoint with a gasp, like, oh my god. And then you have to go and redo the same bit. And we obviously remember those monsters. We remember their patterns, and we learn how to negotiate our way through whatever area we're trying to navigate at the time. And we intentionally are supposed to project ourselves and our own personalities and characteristics onto these faceless protagonists that are Mono, Six, the runaway kid, Lo, and Alone. And I think that if the monsters die, but then we die like later on in the game, we come back. And the monsters probably remember us. Maybe that's actually why they give chase so frequently and so desperately. But I don't know. Gem supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Get him to 7k. Ha, yeah, that would be nice, yeah. I don't see that happening in today's stream, because that would mean that would necessitate me gaining like 12 more subscribers. No, 20 more subscribers. But any bulking tips? Protein. Eat protein. Lots of protein. You want at least, well, give or take, you want to be consuming 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Eat protein and lift weight. Lift heavy. You have to apply what's known as progressive overload. So like, let's say you go in, you bench press, you're lifting the weight, and you've got like 50 kilos on the bar. You go in and you can do like 3 sets of 10. Then the next time you go in and you train chest, you get on the bench press and you try and do 55 kilos for 3 sets of 10. Then you do 60, 65, 70, and you keep on going until you can't get that those 10 reps. And then you keep practicing at that weight, and you keep adjusting the exercise, trying different methods. I like to personally do this approach where I will keep time under tension for a really long time. I'll control the eccentric movement really slowly. So slowly guide the weight down to the chest, hold it at the most difficult point, and then power up really quickly. So like strong up and then a slow decline. I find that gives you the most like hypertrophy, which is muscle growth. Loads of protein, control the eccentric, powerful movements, and consistency. That's how you get jacked. In my personal opinion. Right then, guys. All right. Yes, protein stuff is really expensive as well. It sucks, but it's worth it. What's my max bench? My max bench is 120 kilos. That's the best I've ever done. Which isn't ridiculous. It's not like a stupidly heavy weight, but for my like size and my weight, because I weigh 70 kilos. Well, technically 69. Nice. But yeah, so that's pretty reasonable. However, I think it's time I get on with this challenge, because I've been talking for an hour, right? I really appreciate you, Ghoul. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see me suffer. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to just start another goal, and just so that I can put one in there, just for fun. And I don't know what I'll do to celebrate if I get more. I will do a backflip. There you go. That could be a fun one. There. Kilos, JK, I'm glad you say. Because a lot of people don't actually know what kilos are. But that 120 kilos, I don't even know what that is in pounds. It's a lot though. I think it's like 300 pounds or like 280 pounds or something like that. It's a lot. Anyways, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to just, I'm going to go to an advert real quick, take a break so I can go to the bathroom, relieve myself, fire up the game, and then we're going to make a start on this challenge. And we're going to get it. Well, we probably won't, but let's see what happens. Anyways, bear with me for just a couple of minutes while I fire up the game and get everything ready. I will be right back. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves and obviously come up with a forfeit for me, because there's a couple of good ideas. I like the idea of the ice bucket challenge. There's a couple of good things in there. But yeah, anyways, and if there's any more questions, let me know, because I'll try and answer them before we make a start. So bear with me. I'll be right back. Okay, right. I've got a list of insane words. I wanted to say them all during the stream. What else do you want me to say? Do you want me to say part of me was hoping to be caught up in the moment and be open to the good of the god of me, but I got a lobotomy and I get it ought to become a bit of an oddity when somebody gets offended by the thought of me. Because I can. Right, I have the game up. Let me just lose my big face. And my background. I'll put little face up. What do you guys think? Should I have little cam? Should I have little face on while I do this? Should I lose it? Captain Lemon, can you say pneumono ultramicroscopic silicone for canoconiosis? Yes. Everyone's got the controllers, right? Yes, I have. Lock and load, little ones. New game. We're going to start a new game. Override this save slot. Alright then. The Gen Z Gemini, right? Let's go. Serious move, serious series. Serious Riz. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna beat you, I'm sure. Alright, is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Now, like I say, this is going to be an attempt. I might have to make several attempts because it's been a long time. Well, it hasn't been a long time since I've tried this. But it's been a long time since I achieved this. I got this achievement like 6 years ago, and the game is 8 years old, so... anyway. Whew, here we go. If you guys are attempting this with me, please feel free, and I wish you the best of luck. Can you say chicken jockey next? Oh Christ, you're just gonna make me say weird things. Time 6 a second chance at cake. Let's see if we can get 6 some cake. Alright then guys, if you're trying it with me, fire up the game and let's get going. And if you're not attempting this yourself, somebody please time me. I'm gonna try and time myself, but I will 100% lose track. Let's go MC, Gemini, you got this! Yes, we got this! Also, yes, somebody time me please. Avoid leech deaths! Alright. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Okay, forgive me guys. Ignoring chat as of now. I am just gonna straight die. I can feel it in my bones because I'm doing it in front of people, and I always find that whenever I attempt these challenges, I always fail miserably when I'm in front of people. It's something like the pressure, the pressure, or I'll get like slightly distracted, or something will happen where I'll just do something really dumb, like jump into a leech or walk off an edge. Thank you, Step. Appreciate that. All right then, let's go. It begins. It begins now. Move, 6. Move. Hoo-yah. Okay, let's go. Up to it, small woman. Come on, Killer Dorito. Oh, great start. I already screwed up. You will see me get frustrated. Remember to relax, bro. I'll try, Plasmatic. I will try. Again, you're gonna see me, you might see me get a little bit frustrated because there's some things where it's like, as much as we all love this game, there is some like dangerous jank that comes with it. But it is what it is. And I'll try not to get too upset because, like I say, we're just here to have some fun and celebrate the anniversary of a franchise that we all absolutely adore, with good reason, right? Okay. Here we go. Don't sprint when you climb. I'm not, I let go of the sprint button when I climb. I only sprint when I'm actually sprinting, or I sprint when I crawl, because that apparently doesn't lower the meter. Oh, I screwed it up already. Come on, get over that. Oh, right, last time, and then I'm pulling the goddamn chair. There you go. Didn't really save any time there, did I? I'm such a failure. I blame you guys. It's the pressure. Look what the f... I'm gonna get frustrated. I can already tell I'm gonna get mad. I can tell that some of you guys are going to get annoyed with me as well, just because of the amount of janky mistakes I'm going to make. They are, like, embarrassing. But we're going to try anyway. Nothing wrong with a good old attempt. Because, like I say, I didn't guarantee that I was going to be able to do this. I guaranteed that I would try. Yeah. Oh my days. Come on, 6. Right. No leech death. Move. 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 No. There you go. Oh. Whee. Okay. Come here, no! Come here, just gave me you. Also, I've heard rumours that playing with a keyboard is easier. What do you guys think? Is it easier playing with keyboard or controller? I find it easier with controller, but I do switch to keyboard every now and again for certain parts of the game. There's certain parts where it just like, it seems to absolutely necessitate you using a keyboard just to stay in a straight line. So some places where it's like really, really easy to fall off certain surfaces, you will see me do it. Game's been annoying multiple times. Yeah, exactly. Gemini crashing out. Yeah, straight up. You will see me crash out bad. Because there'll be like silly little things that'll just make me really mad. Like that, see? Right, she didn't sprint on the box where she should have been sprinting. For some reason, this just isn't working. I've tried 3 speedrun strats so far, and I have failed at them all miserably. Again, I've never actually speedran this game intentionally, and I do know that you don't really have to. You can get the achievement without, without achieving a single one of these. Like, there's a really good one here, but I've never ever been able to do it, where you like pick up a block, you drop it there on that step, and then and it flings you into the center of the room. So you like bypass this entire thing. Well, like you bypass like 50% of this puzzle, save yourself like 10 seconds or something, and that's really valuable. But I've never ever been able to do it. Like I spend so long doing it that it negates any amount of time you might have saved in the first place. So yeah, Hanging Man hits different now. Yeah, for sure, right? Ever since seeing the Overman's rendition, the Hanging Man story does, just seeing the Hanging Man hits different now. Really does. Uh-oh. Screwed that up. Just gonna bypass Roger real quick. I hate it when I get like stuck on corners and surfaces and stuff, and I'm like trying to angle my controller properly. Okay, now this is another part that annoys me because I don't know which one of these. No, it's that one, damn it. If you trip over at this exact place where I'm standing right now, you can skip this cutscene and maintain moving quickly. Same thing happens here. If you jump and grab and then move, it skips that as well. So it saves you like 5 seconds. And this one, it doesn't matter if you skip it or not, because you need her to do this for him to feed you. So that's that. Hey, you gotta leave now, Iris. No problem. I really appreciate you being here for as long as you have. Hold the ledges. Yeah, exactly. That's the metronome jack in the box and the yeah, same. A few nights ago you were raging at GTA 5. I feel that. Yeah, I totally feel that. I can't play GTA. I literally cannot play it. It just stresses me out too much. I'll play it with my friends sometimes, because they all love GTA and they swear by it, and I can see why everybody does love it. It's an amazing game, incredible game, but for me it's just rage bait. Imagine if I just dropped off the edge there, because that's the thing. If your sprint meter runs out, and sometimes it does at very inopportune moments when you're trying to like speed run. Climb, woman. Oh, look at how filthy you are. No, grab. Oh, there you go. Red X. Yeah, gotta recharge. Yeah, exactly. Up we go. Move, small person. Ooh, small person. Karma from Just George's failures. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. I made Just George's life hell when it was when he was actually attempting something like this. So it's if I die or if I keep doing poorly, that's just straight karma. There's a great speedrun technique here that I can't do as well. So obviously I'm going to go through the electric fence once I've disabled the power, but you can just go back the way you came. Once you pull this switch, power down, you can just go back the way you came, out the other way. And if you can navigate it properly and drop down, you can save yourself doing all of this little cutscene here. Also, I feel really bad, but I'm not going to be rescuing any gnomes at all. I'm not going to be hugging anyone. Nobody gets a cuddle today. Actually been to nowhere a few years back. I had a dream of it. Yeah, I have as well. Okay, here we go. Poor gnomes. Yeah, I know. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done the I've also done the achievement where I intentionally go around hugging all the gnomes and being like super best friends with all the gnomes, just because I felt bad for like not getting them all. I didn't even need it. It's like, I don't even know if it's an achievement to get all the gnomes. I think it could be. I have got all the achievements, but again, I think I did that by accident. Of my way. Yeah. Okay. Now down the stairs slowly to regenerate a little bit of dew. Yes, now sprint. Go! Oh, nearly missed it. We nearly missed it, guys. We nearly missed it. Catch your breath, 6. You're gonna need it, kiddo. Run, jump. Run, jump. Ah, gnomes! Normans, come and be my friend. Man them on the wall. Man them on the wall. This one gnome in chapter 3. Or 6 looks tired. Yeah, she does. I'm not surprised. She will be tired because I am overusing her sprint mechanic. But it is necessary. There's something different about us. Sprint. But yeah, this is what I mean by, like, sometimes it's easier to use the keyboard, just because it's surprisingly easy to walk off these ledges and stuff. Whoops. Up on the toilet. Oh no! What the flip? There you go. Up we go. That's the way. That away. Yes. Up. Drop. Missed. Poor 6. I'm sorry, 6. I know I suck. Squeeze in the doorway. Oh, look at a glitch. Glitching. Heave ho. Big heavy key. Heavy key throw. Click clack. Whoosh. Witness me. Hiya. Gem says, what the flip cannon? Yeah. 5 minutes faster than the last stream. Excellent. That's good to know. Heave! Alright, let's get a look at our little dude's face. What's up, 6? Nod your head like this. Let me see you nod your head like this. Nod your head like this. Let me see you nod your head like this. Alright. Enough. When I first played this game, I thought it was going to come. Yeah, I did here as well, actually. I suspected. Okay, right, this is another part where I don't know where the thing begins. Oh, it's there, I just missed it. Damn. Again, if you're able to trip her at certain points, you can skip parts of this cutscene, but you have to trip her at the exact moment. There, that's... But sometimes she just doesn't trip. And that's fine. You know, it is what it is. It's not 100% necessary to skip these cutscenes. it just really helps if you can, because it saves you a whole bunch of time. But I've never been able to do it. There's speedrunners, like actual speedrunners, real speedrunners, who do this professionally. They know like the exact frame where that happens, so they're able to, and they know the exact I don't even know how to trip her. I just walk forwards and tap back relentlessly until she does a little stumble, and then that usually skips the cutscene. But you have to be like frame perfect, and I've never taken the time to actually go in and practice them. There's Dark 6 up there, probably behind my head. Oh, does it vary here? Does it step? Fair enough. I'm glad you know that. Navarro, guys, do you ever sometimes play Little Nightmare soundtrack and remember? Yes, all the time. I remember, I listen to it relentlessly because when I'm like writing scripts for my videos and things like that, I tend to listen to it for inspiration. So like if I'm trying to write a really atmospheric chase sequence, like if I've got a monster chasing a character and I want it to be quite, you know, intimidating, I'll play something like the Hunter's theme or something like that, you know, a chase theme, a really strong theme, like Claustrophobia or something like that. One of the tunes that really exhilarates you. Okay. I know that this bit can be done faster too, but I wanted to. But I did actually die there once before by accident, and I just felt really stupid for doing it. So I don't mind losing an extra couple of seconds there. Okay, right. This bit can be awkward if not done efficiently. If like I run into a little glitch or something, but otherwise I should be golden here. We just there we go, nice and quickly. Through there without him noticing us. If you go fast enough, he just kind of goes about his business, and then he'll only come in here with this. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Faceless Art, welcome to the stream. I'm really glad you can make it. I hope you're doing okay. Forgive me if I'm super ignorant, but I'm attempting the hard to the core challenge. So I really cannot afford to die. So I'm trying not to be distracted, but I also don't want to be ignorant of chat because I really respect you guys and I've got a lot of time for you. So forgive me if I seem a little bit slow to reply. Nice. 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 Okay, shoe monster area. Also, this part, I read somewhere that it does not matter if you hold the sprint button. It doesn't matter if you're holding sprint or not. The only time you can actually sprint in here and it makes a difference is when you're standing on the suitcases. Otherwise she just doesn't sprint. She walks the same speed when she's in the shoes. So don't worry about sprinting so much there. Run! Clickety clack. I love the janitor's noises. He's so eerie. Yeah, and he looks like he's going to get you here, but he always stops there, and he'll like have a little hunt around. So don't worry too much about like utilizing all of your sprint at that point, because even if you're like really fatigued and your sprint meter is like all the way to 0, he still won't get you at that point as long as you're still moving, unless you're too slow to get started. Just finished the drawing for the anniversary, plus I haven't been able to get the hard to the core team. Don't worry, neither have 65% of people who have been watching this stream. So out of 57 people that have voted on that poll up there, 67%, more than half of them don't have this achievement. It's extremely hard to get. Well, some people say that it's really easy to get. I disagree. Oh, jump on a monkey, jump on a monkey, jump on a monkey. Come on, there you go. Again, these things that I'm doing at the moment are technically speedrun strats, but just I am failing so miserably at all of them. Not because of the jank or anything like that. That's usually the reason for me screwing up. It's literally just because I'm not very well versed. I'm not as well practiced as perhaps I should be. Hiya! Wait for it to clear somewhere before I try sneaking by, just in case I hit anything loud. There you go. He's going to come after me, but he can't get me at this point as long as I am efficient at pushing this box. Whoosh! And go. Go. Up he goes. Sneaky. Ooh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Faceless. Really looking forward to seeing your work. Always am. Right, let's see if I can do this bit without screwing it up like an absolute amateur this time. Okay, alright. Oh no, he's got one. What a bitch! Damn it! That happened last time as well. Right? It's only ever happened on stream. Every single time I try to do that skip when I'm not being watched, he doesn't notice me. He's just like, oh, you know, just feeling around here, sort of thing. He's just absolutely, completely oblivious to the fact that I'm there at all. But for some reason, I've tried it 3 times on stream and he always gets me. But let me just see if it happens again this time. That's exactly where he got me last time. When I last played on the 26th, he got me there as well. So I ran over here, picked up a shoe, go over here. See? Didn't bother me. Didn't even try that time. So why sometimes does he bother me and sometimes he doesn't? Because last time I sneaked as well. Like I was being a sneaky deaky last time. Door. Janky door. There you go. But still, I've lost now anyway, so unfortunately I am going to have to exit to main menu. Sadly. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, it sucks. It's that same one again. Don't worry, you beat me. Did I, Abyss? Where did you get? Died in the Abyss after leeches. Fair enough. I appreciate it. Maybe I did just crouch too early there, idiotic bookworm. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should commit more to speed, because it seemed to be that when I actually sprinted and picked up the shoe, like, I was able to pick up the shoe and sprint away before he started his animation. So even if he starts chasing me, as long as I can hit that, it's okay. I did try, guys. I did try. I did my best for you, but sadly I am not particularly well versed, as you can see. So what do we think? Should I go back to reading chat and keep up with you guys, or should I try again? What do you think? I'll let you guys decide. I will check out that trailer after the stream. Step, absolutely. Navarro, I'm having so many flashbacks. This game's so good. Yeah, it is absolutely wild. I love this game so much. GG in my book. Thank you, guys. You're very kind. You're very nice to me. Try again, please. What do you want to do? Part of me wants to try again. Need to catch my breath and chill. Do a poll. That's actually a fantastic idea. I love that. That's a brilliant idea. Thank you very much, Cat in the Lemon. All right, so that was an interesting one. All right, then. So, poll. Should we try again? Yes. No. No. I have to read when I'm typing as well, so that I know exactly what it's going to be. Should we try again? All right, feel free to vote, guys. Heaven, I want to see you try again unless you don't feel like it. That's fair enough, right? Yeah, let me know if you want me to try again. If you want me to try again, I absolutely will. If you do not, no hard feelings at all. I don't mind either way. I'm happy to try again if you want me to. It is something that I would like to be able to do, but I am struggling with it a little bit, as it would appear. And I think a lot of that's down to the fact that I am letting myself get overwhelmed, maybe. I don't know. But either way, it was still fun, right? You know, as long as you guys are enjoying it and I am enjoying it, then it's all good. I don't have a great deal of time left, but I think I have enough time left in me for one run, even if I get it. I don't mind, like, overshooting a little bit, but I do have work to do tonight, so. Okay. So we got 21 votes so far. 76% of you say yes. I'm sure I will enjoy the trailer Abyss. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys be voting away just for a moment. I'm just going to go back to the bathroom because that drink's going straight through me and I cannot concentrate if I need to use the restroom. So bear with me. Give me 2 minutes. I'll come back relieved and I'll see what you guys have to say. Okay, what are we saying? Hands are still cold and wet. Okay, you can all hear me, right? My microphone come back on? Okay. Right, well, it would appear that the majority of you guys say that we should try again. So I'm going to end that poll right there. 79% of you think I should try again, and the rest think I should not, which is absolutely fine. But it only shows me the yes. I can't see the no. And I can't do the math. You are audible. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, that's so much better. It couldn't have just been that before. 80% to 80-20 voted yes. So yeah, it looks like we are going to be jumping back in, dragged kicking and screaming back into the nowhere. But it's good to know that that was only 15 minutes deep, which still gives us like 30 minutes to finish the game, which should be ample time. So, here we go. No worries, Altac. Thank you so much for all your contributions today. I really, really appreciate you, my brother. You really didn't have to, but it's very much appreciated, and I'm super grateful to have had you here for so long. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the achievement for you. Like I say, I have done this before. I should be vetted at this by now. And of all the people you would expect to actually be good at Little Nightmares, you would think that I was one of them. But, alas, I'm not. But I'm trying. So, yeah. Legit jam on cooking right now. Are you actually? What are you cooking? Cook something for me. Mr. Tibbs, I'll be going live after you finish, brother, trying to do all the DMs. Devil May Cry, damn. Good choice, Mr. Tibbs. Yeah, guys, if you guys are still around in a little bit, you should stop over on Mr. Tibbs' channel and check him out. He's on the road to 100 subscribers at the moment, trying to get 100 subscribers before his birthday in June. And I think he only needs about 13. So if anybody wants to give a helping hand to a good friend of mine, feel free to check him out. He specialises in the horror genre. He hasn't played Little Nightmares, though. Or at least not on the channel. Right then, yep. Somebody time me. We're jumping back in. In 3, 2... What? Oh, you're cooking artwork? No, that's even better, Catsy. That's even better. I'm so sorry. I should have guessed that's what you were doing, of all people. Yeah, it's because I'm hungry, right? When I hear somebody say, I'm cooking, I'm like, what are you cooking? Is it salmon? Is it steak? Is it gnomes? Feed me. All right. Plasmatic says, damn, good luck with that. Yes, indeed, good luck, Mr. Tibbs. I think Mr. Tibbs has got it. Just like I've got this. What do you think, guys? Who believes in me? Glad somebody does, because I am having doubt. Okay. Game faces. On. Safety disabled. Combat mode engaged. Alright guys, forgive my quietness, but I am actually going to really try this time. How serious I am. Look at my serious face. Serious move, serious. Serious raise. Okay. Straight into the banister. Serious. Serious attempt this time, guys. Straight into the banister. Immediate failure. Oh, for crying out loud, how is it this hard? Third time's the charm. Listen to me getting all angry. I'm not angry, you're angry. I'm not mad, you're mad. We're all mad here. Look at your face, you're so troubled, my dear. Of course our raps make you angry. We're all mad here. The gnomes. But I like the gnomes. Go away, leeches. I have no time for you and your shenanigans. You slippery, slimy sons of guns. Oh, I hate the fatigue. Oh, woman holding the duck button. We got slopped. Dark 6, yeah, straight up. This is the original Dark 6. Dark 6 cosplay. I don't know if that gnome survived there or not. I'm pretty sure that gnome just like ran off the edge trying to escape from me, and now I feel like a monster. Ooh, that could be nice. Oh. You got this. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate you, brother. Janitor's gonna get Gemini again. Nate! What are you doing? Don't jinx me. No, we're gonna beat his ass. We got this. This time. This time for sure. Damn it, Nate. Believe in me. I believe. I believe in you. I believe. I believe in Steve, and Steve, and Steve. Grab the glory, all the way to victory. All the way, all the way, all the way. Let's go. Use the power of Jacksepticeye. I have the power of Jacksepticeye and anime on my side. Straight up unbeatable. Yeah. Oh, she's so tired. Sleepy. Sleepy girl. Come on, 6. We can do this. You got my back, right? You believe in me. I won't let you die. I won't let anything happen to you. You're my small Dorito friend. Hey. I believe the hell out of you, Jen. Thank you, Catsy. See, that's the attitude, Nate. That's the attitude we're supposed to have. Let the child sleep. Never. No. You have to earn sleep. And sleep when the lady has been disposed of. And we get off this accursed vessel. Small Dorito friend, yes! Exactly, Gunter. Exactly. Small Dorito friend. Oops. Right then, let's see if I can do this. Yay, actually did it this time. Shock and horror. And then jump. Pull. Nice. Okay. Saved a little bit of time there. That was good. Feed me. Be careful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on 5 minutes. Appreciate it. Fulcrum, what's up? Happy 8th anniversary indeed. Feed me. Feed me, boy. Boy. You like 6's Kratos impression. Boy. Feed it, boy. There'll be real Dark 6. Yeah. Cosplay Dark 6 meets real Dark 6. I'm currently Lady 6 because I have the lady mask on right now. Just because I thought it was a bit different, and I also thought if I get the run, it'll be interesting, because whenever I've seen anybody do like speed runs and playthroughs and stuff, I never see them wearing this mask for 6. I see them wearing the other ones, like the teapot and the Oni mask, but I never see anybody wearing this one. So I thought I would be a little bit different. I thought it was interesting, and I didn't know I had it. I had absolutely no idea I had this mask. It just happened to pop up, and I was like, I haven't checked my DLC thing, and it was in there, and I was like, oh, cool. Fox mask. Oh yeah, the fox mask. I love the fox mask, actually. Pyramid child. Yeah, exactly. Isn't it strange, right? Somebody said earlier on that the last place, the last part of Silent Hill is called Nowhere. And the last boss in Silent Hill is Pyramid Head. And the Little Nightmares universe takes place within the Nowhere. And the main big bad is Pyramid Girl. Small pyramid person. That's it. Little Nightmares is Silent Hill confirmed. Silent Hill for children. Actually, no, because children can go to Silent Hill. In fact, they frequently do, as I discovered when I was watching the Notorious Bases playthrough, which was immaculate, by the way. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're getting a little bit closer. Sorry, Gnome. I know you're struggling in there and you expect me to be helpful, but I am currently not that person. Dorito Toblerone! Yeah, exactly. Teapot's the best. Also, sorry if I'm like missing a lot of chat and stuff, guys. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I just this is like a real genuine attempt now. I've had my warm-up. I don't have any more excuses. If I keep on making excuses for, oh, I was distracted, oh, I wasn't thinking about this and that, blah blah, it's like, well, no, it's a skill issue, Gemini. Come on, be honest with yourself. No, you bitch! You bitch, why did it go that way? I don't believe it! I don't believe it! I've never seen it do that. Not once in every run I've ever done. I've never done, no. I say I'm there taking it seriously and then that happens. I've never seen it do that before. I thought it follows the bucket, but apparently it follows me if I'm at a certain plat. Let me just see if that's something that happens regularly. Because I don't know if that was a glitch or if it's something I'm going to have to be acutely aware of moving forward. So it's following the thing, but I'm up here, so I'm safe. I'm gonna go down here and out that way. No, so it didn't do it that time. Curious. Still got me because I crashed, but I'm still safe. Well, that is massively disappointing. But never mind. I tried. I had fun. I know, right? I know Death by Medusa, like... Fail. You gotta... I know, Step. I know that I can get the achievement if I negotiate it like that. But the thing is, if I restart at a checkpoint before I die every time, I'll never get better at not dying. I want to be able to say to people, I can get the hard to the core achievement and actually mean it, you know, without any manipulation or anything like that, without, like, just pick up the game exactly as it came boxed. No, like, no skips, no jumps, no glitches, no nothing, just play the game and play it really well. No, like, not hacks, but, what's the word? Like, exploits or anything like that. I know that it counts, and I know you can get it like that, and I know that nobody would hold it against me if I did, but it's my own personal vendetta. I feel like if I can't do the game without restarting, then I can't do the game without dying. And if I can't do the game without dying, I don't deserve the achievement, because I've just kind of exploited a bit of wiggle room in the game. I've just basically, like, changed the checkpointing system so that it doesn't register my deaths. It doesn't mean I didn't die. So it doesn't, like, the fact that I'm able to utilize the restart setting might get me the achievement, but it doesn't help me improve as a player. So that's the only thing. I do understand that I can do that, and I recognize that you guys probably wouldn't hold it against me if I did, because it would still allow me to get the achievement. I just don't want to do it like that. I want to do it, like, from the bare bones, if that's okay. I hope you guys understand. No glitches, does hunger skip? Fair play. Yeah, that's actually fair, Cat and the Lemon. I do appreciate that. Now, the hunger skip is technically an exploit, so you're absolutely right. But there's a couple of things that I do in these runs that could be considered exploits, but I also know for 100% fact that you can do the game without exploits. Because I've seen someone get the hard to the core achievement without them. But barely. Like, they just scraped it. They got like just over 59 minutes or something like that. So it can be done, but it's very, very close. And the reason people utilize certain things like the hunger skips, or jumping on the monkey instead of pushing the box, or jumping off the plank instead of pulling the chair, is just to save like 5 or 7 seconds here and there. And you're absolutely right, because they're exploits as well. But I also think that they are skill based. Like, it's not something that you can guarantee do every time. So like the hunger skip, I think is hard. It's hard to do, in my opinion. But resetting the game before I die, that's really easy. I can just do that every time. It's literally just press pause before I die. But the hunger skips I find hard, and I can't guarantee I do them every time. The same with like the door skips and stuff like that. They're just like they are there. I don't know if they're put there intentionally so that you can go faster, but they exist within the game. So I don't know, but you do make a fair point, Cat and the Lemon, and I will kowtow to that. That's fair. That was an unfair death. It maybe was because that's not something that usually happens, but at the same time, I was trying to do that area faster than I should have done. So what you're supposed to do is walk in front, wait, and then pause, and then sneak and balance behind the bucket so that the thing can't hit you. If I did it that way, I would have been under no threat from the paralysing eye. The only reason it got me is because I was standing right in its line of sight. The problem was I did not expect it to change its trajectory suddenly like that. I didn't think the eye notices you as an individual. I didn't think it was able to differentiate you from other moving objects. So I thought as long as I was up there when the thing was moving, then I could move forward. The trick I do is stay in the shadows and move right when the bucket moves left, so that the eye trails after the bucket and keeps me out of the line of sight, and then I just do a couple of jumps to get out of the way, save about 10 seconds overall. But yeah, it is what it is. It was an attempt. I tried, I failed, I do apologise, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys have had some fun watching me suffer as well. Right then, let me just lose my little face, fire up the background and the old big camera. God, I look really red. I hope I'm not that red to you guys. And let's exit the game so that it's not playing in the background really like. Okay, so if you guys have not pressed the thumbs up button, why? What did I do? What have you got against me? I thought we were friends. I thought me and you were tight. I thought we were good. What's your problem? Huh? No, but if you guys haven't already smashed the like button, please do, because it really helps me out with the algorithm monster. And yeah, I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. I am going to bring chat back over here so I can see it, and I'm going to spend the next like 5 or 10 minutes in here chatting with you guys and catching up a little bit. And then I think I'm going to call it a night, because like I say, I do have some work to do, sadly, which is a fail. You know, who needs to earn money? Who wants to earn a living? Who pays rent? There's one dislike. I'm sure there is. There always is. There are, like, I've got TubeBuddy on my phone, and if I go through, literally every single video I have has one dislike, and I'm pretty sure it's all from the same person, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference, like whether it's likes or dislikes. They still count as engagement, and I don't mind. As long as the likes vastly outweigh the dislikes, that's what counts. There will be people who just don't like my content. They don't like what I do. They don't like who I am. They don't like my face. They don't like my voice. There's 101 different reasons why somebody might click on my video and not like me, or not like what I do. And that's okay, because everyone is entitled to their opinion. I would appreciate if people didn't like me and they had a constructive way of letting me know why, then that would be great. You know, if it was something to do with like the way I edit or the way I present or something like that, you know, maybe it's like, oh, you just take so long to get into it. Why do you drag out your intro for 60 seconds? You know, why not just get into it faster? You know, if that was a problem for some viewers and they let me know, I would take that into account. And I'd be like, well, I'm really sorry, you know, I thought that was something that you guys appreciate. If you don't, I'll maybe experiment with changing up my style. But so, you know, if somebody just comes on and just says, I dislike because you're ugly, you know, like, okay, well, thanks. I've literally had that as well. I got a comment before, and it was literally one dude. It was the first comment on the video, and it was just like, dude, you look so fucking weird. And I was like, oh, cheers. You know, I always remember that one, because it was like, I always get really excited in the first couple of minutes. Like the first 60 seconds of a video being published is when I'm actually actively looking at my notifications, waiting to see who comments first. And the first comment came up, and it was like, oh, nice one, I got a comment straight away. And I had a look, and it was just a dude telling me that I look awful. And I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks, I appreciate the confidence boost. cheers, dude. So yeah, it's brutal, but that's the thing. I am a person on the internet. I put myself on the internet to be judged. Like, I literally, if I had a problem with what people have to say about me or my content or my voice or my face, then I should not be a person on the internet. You need thick skin to be in this business, and it sucks because people will be intentionally hurtful. People will seek you out and say things to you and dislike your videos and say malicious things just to make you feel bad. And it's important to recognize, especially if you're a content creator yourself, that a lot of what people say is not, and this is really cheesy and corny thing to say, I know, but it's not often a reflection of you yourself, unless you are a dick, because some people are. Trust me, I know content creators that deserve all the hate they get. But if you are a genuine, wholesome creator that works hard on the things you create and you try and build a community and spread joy and positivity and be wholesome, and people just come into your chat and be mean, that's because something's going on in their life that they just can't handle any other way than being a bully online. And that's whatever. You know, that's how they're processing their emotions, that they're entitled to do that. That's absolutely fine. If they want to take out their emotions on me, they're more than welcome to do so. Because I'd rather they be doing it to me than taking it out on somebody else, a sibling, a loved one, another member of the community. Because I can take it. Yeah, I am very, very hard to insult. Because I just don't care. Like, I don't value the negativity that much. It just doesn't bother me. I've been insulted before. I was bullied all the way through school. I'm not going to give you a sob story about it because it helped to build my character and it hardened me and it like strengthened my resolve and it turned me into the person I am today. The reason I like to be here for people and make people smile and bring the community together and be an anchoring point or a rock for people who are having a hard time, and the reason I try and treat everyone with love, care and respect, is because I wish I had that person. Like when I was young, I wish I had someone like me who I could go to on a Saturday evening when they're live and just feel like I had a friend, someone who I could drop a message to and they would respond. They'd think about what I said and they would give me a thoughtful and considerate response. You know, I try to emulate the kind of person that I would like to be surrounded by, and that's why I value this community so much, because you guys are all that type of person. You're all awesome. Andrew Good Guy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm really glad you can make it. I'm sorry you missed me getting raged at. I was getting stressed. I didn't do very well. Kippy, I hope I said your name right. I'm terribly sorry if my pronunciation is wrong, but I am an uneducated English gentleman. I used to get a lot of hate, but I just learned not to take it personally and just ignore it. Yeah, it's difficult because sometimes it's hard to ignore, and ignoring it isn't always the way forward either. I would say that you don't necessarily have to ignore it. Obviously ignore trolls because the points that they're making don't deserve validating. They're completely pointless. If someone just comes in and says, "God, you're ugly," it's like, okay, but what's productive about that? There's no reason for you to recognize that as like a detriment to your person because it's something that you can't change. There's no constructive criticism. Someone comes into my stream and they say, "God, you look ugly." I'm like, all right, well, I'm sorry. I made an effort. You know, I fixed my hair. I had a shave. You know, I went to the gym. I tried. You know, if you don't like my appearance, that's up to you. You know, you didn't have to be hurtful, but whatever, you decided to, and that's on you, and it's your prerogative to do so. But if someone comes in and they say, you know, your music is poorly equalized, then it's like, all right, that's fair. Because, you know, it's like, oh, the music was too loud. Somebody made a comment before saying the music is too loud and you sound like you're whispering. You know, you sound like you're whispering when you're trying to do that. And it's because when I deliver, because my theory videos, my delivery is a lot different to how I act when I'm live. When I'm live, I'm really lively and bubbly and open and loud. With my theory videos, I'm a lot smoother, calmer, and more ethereal. And I talk with a lot more purpose. You get it? So, and that's because that delivery matches the tone of the video. But the problem is, in order to do that, I have to talk quietly. And in doing so, sometimes the music will play a little bit too loud. And that person said, you know, sometimes where I turn the volume up and the music's too loud and you're too quiet and it's just unwatchable. And that is absolutely fair. It's a negative comment. But it's positive for me because although it sucks to hear because it says, well, you've done a bad job of this, I can take that and turn it into a positive because then moving forwards, I can recognize this person had a problem with this way that I did, but I can change it. I can improve it. You know, I can learn to better equalize. I can do some research. I can fix my microphone. I can play with my audio settings. I can work on my delivery a bit better. These are things that I can significantly improve, and I have done so. And it's helped me to grow my audience. So I'm like, all right, really appreciate that. I'm so sorry that your experience was subpar. I'll try and do better in the future. Thank you for your comment. But if someone just comes in and they just say, you're ugly, It's all right, cool. What do you want me to do with that? Do you want me to do something about it? Do you want me to wear makeup? Do you want me to wear a mask? Yeah. So just recognize constructive criticism for what it is and try and take everything positively, even if it's criticism, because sometimes not all criticism comes across on camera. On keyboard. If you read a comment, it's very easy to read a negative comment and take it personally, because there's little to no context, especially if it's just like a blunt comment. And you don't get the inflection. So somebody might say something that comes across really blunt and confrontational, and it's not supposed to be. It just looks it, because there's no inflection, unless they put some emojis in there to let you know, this is actually a nice comment. So yeah, anyway, I've gone on long enough. My point is, try not to take things to heart. Recognize constructive criticism for what it is and utilize negativity and spin it to a positive and use it as a means to improve yourself, your content, or your person in general. And if people are just being trolls, let them be trolls. Don't confront them, don't write back, don't even acknowledge your existence, because that's what gives them power. If you recognize it and you start an argument with them, that's what they want. They're sitting there laughing behind their keyboard because they don't care. You don't know this person, they don't know you. You'll never know this person. And by validating their existence, you're just giving them power over you, because you'll think about it. You'll think about it to a point where it puts you off. I've had people quit YouTube. I have had friends of mine stop doing things that they like to do because of one negative comment. If I get a negative comment, so let's take this video for instance I had this one guy say something really negative to me. He said that I was ugly. He said something very unpleasant. And I could take that to heart and be like, oh my God, I'm ugly. I'm terrible. Nobody wants to see my face. I'll turn the camera off. Maybe I shouldn't be on YouTube. In fact, you know what? He's right. I'm ugly. Everybody hates me. I quit. But then I looked at the comments under that, and there was 89 of them. Every single one of them glowing, really positive. This was amazing. Really love what you did with this story. Your delivery was excellent on this one. You did great with this. Great job with this episode. Couldn't stop watching. And the positives massively outweigh the negatives. And I think you'll find that if you do something that you're truly passionate about, like a lot of you guys are musicians and artists and 3D artists and game developers, and you're all very creative people. I've seen your work in the community, and it's admirable. And by surrounding yourself with like-minded people that respect what you do, you're able to benefit from that massive influx of positivity that comes with it. And you've got to learn to balance that against the negative, because it's great. I'm ugly and proud. Well said, Cat in the Lemon. This is the thing. I don't care. Everyone's like, what is conventionally attractive is entirely subjective. It's up to you. There are some people that will think I am absolutely hideous. People look at me and be like, oh my days, look at the state of this guy. And then there's other people that might find me attractive, and it's the same with every one of you. Like, some of you might consider yourselves a 4 out of 10. And you'll be like, I don't know, I used to consider myself really ugly. I used to wear a hood all the time. In my city, in my town where I live, it's illegal to go into a store with your hood up. You're not allowed to wear a hood indoors. I think that's pretty common these days. But when I was growing up, I used to wear a hood all the time. Not because I was up to anything dodgy, but because when I was bullied in school, a lot of people would attack my appearance, and I took it very personally. And if I was to walk into a store with my hood up and security would say, sorry, you take your hood down or you leave, I would leave. Because, and this is the honest truth, and again, I'm not trying to go into a sob story, but I genuinely, honestly believed that I thought I was so fuck ugly that if anybody knew what I really looked like under the hood, they would not be my friend. That was really how I felt, because of the things people had said to me. And I let them get to me, and I shouldn't have done. I gave them that power. I allowed them to make me feel that way. And it wasn't until years later when I started to recognise, hang on a minute, these people are just like projecting their own insecurities onto me. They care a lot more about what I look like than I do. It means very little to me. It should have always meant very little to me. But because I was young and like your looks were important and your relationship status mattered back then for some strange reason, it was just really, it hit much harder than it should have done. And it's just dumb. It's silly. Everyone will have an opinion. And it won't always be positive. And that's just something that you gotta swallow. Just know that, and like, be a member, join communities like this one, like whether you're an artist, a musician, or just a fan of a video game. Join like-minded communities that like what you do, because if you're passionate about something, you will gravitate towards, and people will gravitate towards you that are positive influences on your life, your existence, and the things that you enjoy. Anyway, I am rambling like F, so I'm going to stop now. I'm going to read a couple of these comments and I'm going to make myself scarce. Just answer a reverse psychology. Yeah, exactly, Steph. That's actually a really good call. You know, one of my favourite things to do when somebody insults me is say, what? And I get them to repeat themselves. If somebody makes a joke about me, I'll literally just pretend I didn't hear it. What? And then they'll say it again. Like, sorry, what did you say? You know, I'll get closer. I'll ask them again. I'll just get them to repeat it so many times that it's not funny anymore. And then they just look stupid because they've just had to say the same joke. And then all of a sudden they're saying something that they think is really funny and no one's laughing anymore. And it's like, okay, congratulations. You said something that's completely unfunny and now you look like a douche in front of all your friends. What the fuck? And I go in with a swift right hand. I don't do that anymore. Gemini and Bass are my two favourite YouTubers. Watch them all the time. Get a smile because of them. Thank you so much, Maya. That's so kind and wholesome of you to say. The big difference between constructive criticism and someone being hurtful and rude. Rude people are just horrible and you should have no negative impact on your videos if you love them. Exactly, yeah. It's all that matters. As long as your videos make you happy and you're doing what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Don't let the negativity ruin you. Seriously, if you love what you do, stick to it, because you will attract other people who love what you do. And try to recognize the positive comments. They're the ones that matter, not the negative ones. Take your constructive criticism on board. Recognize criticism for what it is and use it as a means to improve. But do not sit and dwell on hyper negativity from a really toxic person in a comment section. They don't matter, I promise. Geez, Jim, that's such a sad backstory. Oh, don't worry, I've got loads of those. But it's not about me. It's not about my history because, again, and I go back to what I said earlier, I have had some negativity in my past, but I've had a lot of positivity too, and I've got a lot of things to be grateful for. And one of them is the fact that every negative thing I've been through has built me into the character I am today. A person who is, as is evident by you guys, respected and enjoyed. You know, you guys like me. At least some of you do. You know, you like me, you like what I do, you like my creations and things like that, and you let me know. And, you know, it's really nice because I'm able to weigh that up against the negativity in my past and be like, well, yeah, I might have gone through a lot of stuff, but I was able to recognize it for what it was and utilize it to build myself into a better person rather than let it crush me. You can do one of two things when somebody throws negativity your way. You can either... It's a weapon, you see. Negativity you can imagine as a arrow. Like law. You get a troll. He's got a bow and arrow, and he sends you an arrow. Negative comment. Whack. And it hits you. Bam. Okay. And you can do one of two things with that arrow. You can either sit there, leave it in your chest, and you can suffer with it. And you can let it bleed you dry. Or you can pull it out, heal, and then you've got a weapon. You've got something that you can use. Because now you're holding their negativity and the power is in your hands. They don't have it anymore. They don't have a weapon. And your wound, that will heal. And you've got their weapon. You've taken away their only strength. And you can do with that what you will. So I'm going to put that in my quiver. And I'm going to keep stacking those up. Because by the time I get to the end of the road, I'm going to have a lot more weapons than you do. And when it comes to that battle of wits where it's like, how positive am I going to be? I'm going to win that fight. Because I'm armed to the teeth. I've been preparing for it for a long time. Little by little. Insult by insult, one by one. Oh my god, thank you so much. That's really kind. Look at this. Donations for being positive, guys. Thank you so much. Massive W's in the chat for Kippy. I hope I'm saying your name right, Kippy. I really do. I've dropped a nice little love heart on there for you. I'm sorry that there's not more I can do to show my appreciation for your kind donation. Let's get some biceps in the chat for Kippy there. Thank you so much. Massive W for you there. KR, before the stream ends, just wanted to say that I hope you and Mama Gemini do well. Oh, thank you so much. That's really kind, KR. Thank you so much for thinking of my mum. Mama Gemini always appreciates that. I love talking about my live streams because I'll go and see my mum. For those of you that don't know, my mum is very sick and she has cancer. But she's very strong. She's strong and she's brave and she's super positive. And when I talk about it in the chat, you guys show a lot of love. And then I go to see her. I visit my mum all the time. She's actually in York Hospital right now being treated. She's undergoing some chemotherapy right now today. So she's being very brave. And I'm looking forward to her coming home. She doesn't live with me, but she lives in my town, not too far away, and I visit her all the time. And whenever I do, she'll say, how was your stream? How did you do? How was everything? And I'll show her the chat, and I'll be like, look at how much love you got, Ma. Look at how many people care. And it really fills her with hope, and it keeps her positive. So I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you to think of my mum. Ha! Now you made me emotional online. God damn it. But yeah, thank you all so much. All the love to her. Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you all so much. A lot of love from the Tibbs household. Yes, we see you like a brother. Help me so much. Mr. Tibbs, I'm more than happy to help you, my brother. I'm more than happy to help anybody who reaches out. And again, it goes back to what I was alluding to earlier on. When I talk about like trying to spread positivity and be there for members of the community, I really do try. It's just super hard because there's so many of you guys. And that's wonderful. But it's difficult as well because I'll get dozens and dozens of messages all the time from people, and sometimes people need help and guidance, and sometimes they just need a shoulder to cry on and someone to listen, and I can't always respond because I have a real job and stuff like that. I have multiple jobs that I have to do outside of YouTube, and then I'm working on 1,000 different projects, and I'm not always at my desk, and I'm not always readily available. And like I said, there's a lot of you guys, and I get a lot of these messages, so it can be really difficult to keep up. So I can't promise that I will get back to you immediately, but if you do message me, whether you send me an email or tag me in a Discord or even just drop something in the live chat, I can't promise that I will immediately get back to you. But I can promise that I'll read it. And I can promise that I'll care. And if I can be there, and if I can offer some comfort, some substance, something positive, I will. That's what I like to do. And I sincerely apologize if there's ever a time where I can't. Because I'd really like to. And it's the same again, but back to what Markiplier said earlier. He was very upset because he loves and values his audience, and he recognizes the profound impact that he has on people. He's super, super positive. Markiplier was, to me, what I am to some of you. Not by any, not even remotely close. I'm not putting myself on the same pedestal, but when I was going through some really negative times and I felt very lonely and sad, I would just sit alone in my room and I'd watch Markiplier, and Markiplier made me feel like I had a friend. And somebody that I could confide in, that would always make me laugh and never fail to make me smile and to bring out the positivity even in my darkest times. And I would love to have that influence. That's actually why I try to emulate his style. Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, It's Just Jord, PewDiePie, these people of influence who I hold in very, very high regard. So I take what they say very seriously. So when Mark's talking about how he feels upset that he has so many fans now that he can't help them all, it's physically impossible for him to do so because there's so many, that's both an amazing position to be in and a really negative one, because if you think of it this way, it's kind of like being God without the omnipotence. Imagine if you are God and you hear everyone's prayers, but you only have the power to answer 100 of them, but you've got 1 million. And it's like, you know, people need help. People need a cure for this disease. They need help financially. They need, you know, they need strength to get them through a negative situation. And you can only bless so many people with so much positivity, and then you run out. And it's like, it's kind of like that. That's what Mark, he was like really upset. He's like, I wish that I could be there for everyone, and there's too many of you, and I can't. And that's really sad. So yeah, I really like being positive. Anyways, I am going to stop gas bagging, and I absolutely love and respect all of you guys. I don't say that very often, because I find love a very strong and powerful word, and I don't use it prevalently. So thank you all so much. Mr. Tibbs, my good friend and my brother, is going to be going live this evening. And he's going to be attempting a challenge of his own. It would make me very happy indeed if you could slip over there and show him some love. He's trying to get 100 subscribers before his birthday in June. So if you would do me a big favour and stop over by his live stream, tell him Gemini sent you. He'll know what you mean. In fact, I think Mr. Tibbs is still here. But yeah, thank you all so much for the love shown to me today and to my mum, Mama Gemini. I will show her this, and she will see, and she will say thank you, because she's awesome like that. Thank you all for your kind donations. It's been an exceptional stream. I have very, very much enjoyed it. His channel name is Mr. Tibbs. He's actually up there in the chat. I can see him. If you just scroll up a little bit, he's right there. He's the red, the red clouded with the guy in the suit. And yeah, that's it at Mr. Tibbs. Thank you, Step. Appreciate that. And yeah, I know who Lady D is. Yeah, Andrew Good Guy actually got to meet the real life Lady D. She literally knows him, and I won't spoil it, but there is, yeah, this guy is hooked up. Trust me, Andrew Good Guy, he's on the level. Imagine knowing Lady D. How cool would that be? Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. Happy anniversary. Happy 8th anniversary for Little Nightmares. It's been a blast chilling with you all. Thank you for the wholesome end to the stream. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to achieve the goal that we set out to get, but we tried and we had fun doing it. And hopefully I've at least brought a smile to a couple of your faces, made a few people happy, and yeah, it's all good. Hey Jacob, I do remember you. I'm so sorry, I'm literally just closing out, but I'm glad I at least got to say hello. Feel free to watch the VOD back and see me fail miserably at my attempt. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you guys, but I'm going to call it a night here because I do have work to do and I have bills to pay. So thank you all so much for all the love and support. Your generous donations are hugely, hugely appreciated. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, but I've got to get gone. So until next time, little ones, that's game over. Bye.